We decided to call her Alberta after my stepdad Al, not only because his birthday was the following day, but also because he had bought his first Model T with a box of Banty hens, and because he would not eat poultry. I figured that somehow Alberta had wandered off her farm, wherever it may be, and that she would return to it. I didn't expect her to be with us the next day, but there she was, sitting quietly on the patio, waiting to be fed. I called my sister and brother-in-law to ask about proper food, and they supplied us with a big bag of chicken feed. In the meantime, I was immersed in a fairly hard depression. Many months later, I would learn it was from a physical ailment, and I found successful treatment for that ailment. But at the time, I decided that I would try gardening to help my state of mind. I kept it simple, buying only a few things at the nursery, but the initial planting seemed overwhelming. A few days after Alberta arrived, I sat down on the patio steps and began to cry. I sensed a little presence at my feet. I opened my eyes, and there stood Alberta, cocking her head at me. She had food, so apparently she was standing near me because she simply wanted to. I started talking to her while she cocked her head back and forth. I began that day a tradition of talking to her as if she could understand me. She was wonderful company, a bright spot in a difficult time. After it was clear that the initial work of putting in the garden was too much for me, I hired a couple of college guys to help. Alberta joined us in our work. Every time the guys dug up a worm, they'd toss it to her, and she'd catch it mid-air. She ate well that day. And now I had a garden where Alberta and I could putter. I don't know a lot about chickens. Maybe they're all this sociable. But Alberta loved to hang around people. We had my mother's 80th birthday party on the patio a week after Alberta's arrival, and that morning, in preparation for the party, Joe raked up Winter's leftovers for 3 hours. Alberta followed him around the yard, sometimes perching on the yew bushes, sometimes bobbing contentedly nearby in the grass. When the guests arrived, she mingled with them, a complete hit. Everyone fell in love with her. All summer, Alberta stayed. We fed and watered her, and found her eggs here and there,